Welcome back to the series on website creation. Now, in the previous video, we had installed WordPress on our domain, which was csabinitio.com. In this video, I'll be giving you a tour of the WordPress interface. Now, as I said in my previous video, as well as the video on WordPress, you have to remember two things when it comes to WordPress, the backend and the front end. So the backend is the place where you are going to be creating content, and the front end is what the user sees. So right now we are in the backend, and in order to reach the backend, all you have to do is type in your domain and follow it by WP admin. So I'm already logged in. In order to log in, you can simply just go to whatever your domain name is, followed by a WP admin, put in your username and password which you created, and you'll be inside the dashboard. So this is the WordPress backend. Now I'll walk you through the WordPress backend. Let us first start with this black bar at the top. On the most left, you can see the WordPress logo, which will take you through the documentation of the WordPress site. We are not interested in this. However, this we'll be using very frequently. So once you click or hover your mouse over the My Blog option or the home icon, you'll see the option of visit site. So I'll do that right now. I'll just right click and open it in a new tab. So this new tab is the front end. As you can see, only the domain is available. However, you are able to see that the black bar is available right here. Now this is just available because we are logged in as admin. And I can prove that by just copying this domain, going to a new incognito window, pasting and entering it. So now you can see I'm in incognito mode, that is not logged in, and you can see the black bar is gone. So the black bar is only available just because I'm the admin. So you do not have to worry about this black bar whenever you are seeing the front end of your website. This won't be visible to your visitors. So this is going to be the front end and this is the back end. Now in order to get to the back end from the front end, again, you can go to where it says My Blog and you can simply click on dashboard. So it's a good practice to have both of these open. Now next to the My Blog or the name of your website is the option for seeing all the updates. Right now there is one update available. You can simply go to all updates right from here. The next is the comments. And the next is the new, where you can create new post, media, page, and user. Now, as we start installing plugins, we'll be able to create many more things. We do not have to worry about that. On the leftmost side, you can see a menu. This is the left sidebar menu. Now, there are various items here, but these are just some of the many options available right now. This is because we do not have any plugins installed, and the plugins which we have installed are simple plugins. Anyways, let's not get ahead of ourselves. First of all, we are inside the dashboard. Inside the dashboard, you'll be able to see many of the things which you want to see on the dashboard. Right now, since we do not have much to see, this is giving you the default options. For example, if you have an e-commerce site, you would want to see how your website is performing or how your products are performing right on the dashboard, and you can set it from here. So once you start installing plugins, you'll be getting options to put some of the things on the dashboard itself. On the top of every screen, you'll see these screen options. These screen options will vary depending upon the page which you are on. So right now on this side, you can see the various boxes which can be available are site health, at a glance, activity. And these are all the boxes which you see here. These are all the windows which are available here. Once you start installing plugins, you'll get many more options and you can check and uncheck whichever options you want to see. So for example, if I just uncheck this welcome screen, you see that the welcome screen is gone. Next to it is the help section, which we won't be dwelling much in. Now this is the dashboard home. Inside the updates, you'll be able to see whatever updates are available. So right now we can see that one of the plugins which came pre-installed has an update available. We are not going to update it. I just wanted to show you. So whenever you want to see what updates are pending, you'll get the notification mostly here as well as on the top here, but you can always go to this update and check the updates to see if some recent updates have come in. Now under this, there is option of posts. I'll talk about posts and pages in a lot more detail. I just want to show you the interface. So out here in the post, you can see all your posts. You can create a new post. You can create categories of posts and tags of posts. Now the same thing, the add new option is available right here as well. On the top, you can see, you can simply create a post from here. Similarly, the next option, you can see all the media installed by going to the library and you can add a new media here. Again, you can add a new media from here as well. Next or under it rather, there is the option of pages. Again, you can see all the pages and add new pages from here. Also, you can go to the new tab and create a page. Under it, you'll see all the comments which have come on your posts or whichever place you want the comments to come in. As you'll see in the upcoming videos, you can have comments on various pages as well. Under the option of comments, you have the option of appearance. This is where many of the options related to the actual appearance of your website will come into picture. So you can go to whatever themes you want to select through this appearance option. Similarly, you can go to the customizer settings. Don't worry about this. I'll talk about the customizer settings in the coming videos. You can find your widgets here. You'll be creating menus from right here. And you can select some background and theme editor settings, which we won't be going much into detail. Under it, there is the option of plugins. So right here, you can see all the installed plugins as well as you can add new plugins. Now we won't be editing anything to do with plugin or in appearance, anything to do with editor. So we won't be doing anything with theme editor as well as plugin editor, because again, we are not interested in touching code. We're just interested in getting our website up and running. Under this, we have the option of users. So you'll be able to see all the users which are available on your website. So for example, if I click on all users, you can see right now I am the admin and this is the only one which is available. Now, of course, you can add new users, but unless you're going for a website which takes in users, right now we won't worry about that. Now, in our upcoming videos on series on learning management systems as well as e-commerce, we will be going a bit deep into it. Finally, you have your own profile, which is the admin profile right now, or the profile by which you have logged in. You can change various settings. You can put in your first name, last name, as well as your display name and the email, etc. So we have the email address which we created, that is the support@CS_ab_initio, and you can of course put in many other things as well. Under it, we have the option of tools. Now we won't be going much into detail about tools right now, but in the future videos, we'll see something about import and export of certain pages and plugins, etc. Finally, we have the options of settings, and we will be going into a lot of detail in settings. And in the upcoming videos, we'll be changing some of the key settings. But for now, you can see the various settings available. For example, if I go to the general, you can see all the general settings related to your website. So you can change your site title right here and the tagline. Similarly, you can change the administrative or administration email address. You can allow anyone to register, which we are not considering right now. We will do that in an upcoming video. So these are all the options available in general. Inside writing, we have other options available, like you can create a default post category and a default post format. And we have certain options to post via email, which we will be configuring in some other video. We have options of reading as well. So you can change the homepage settings. This again, I'll talk about in much detail. In the discussion, you can change settings about who is going to post a comment and settings related to that. Next, we have the media settings. So you can change your thumbnail sizes, the default thumbnail sizes from medium, large and normal ones. We have the options of permalinks, which again, I'll talk about in the next video. And finally, we have the options of privacy. So you can change your privacy policy page from right here. Under it, we have the option of collapsing this menu. So you can, of course, have a smaller menu if you want. In most of the cases, we want this entire menu to be available. Now, these are not the only options which will be available. And in order to show how options come in, I'll just quickly go ahead and install a plugin. In order to install a plugin, I'll simply go to where it says add new. Don't worry about what plugins are. I'll talk about that in a bit. So I'll simply install a plugin called WooCommerce. I'll install it and activate it. And as soon as I activate it, you'll see certain more options appear on the left side. So it wants me to go through a setup. I'll just skip this right now because I just want to show you the settings of the left side page. So now on the left side, you can see three more additional options: the WooCommerce option, the products, and the analytics. So as you go ahead and install plugins, the options on the left side will increase. So these options will keep changing, and depending on the plugins, I'll take you through the plugin settings. Now inside the dashboard, you can see some settings have changed as well. So if I go inside the screen options now, I have a lot more options available on the top. And in order to move these options around, you can simply drag and move them as well. So this is going to be our backend where we'll be working most of the time, and this is going to be our front end. So whatever changes we do on our backend will be available on the front end. So this is the entire walkthrough of the dashboard. Now this was a simple video. I just wanted to have you on the same page when it comes to the WordPress interface so that we don't face any problems in the upcoming videos. Thank you for watching, and in the next video we'll start with the actual website creation process.